Hello, lovely, lovely people. I hope you're well. I'm sorry that I'm not joining you at the normal time of 7 p.m. in the UK. I believe I'm joining you 1 hour early, so I do apologize. I just wanted to jump on, and just show my face. I wanted to thank you all for the lovely, lovely comments, the lovely well wishes that you've been sending regarding my sister's wedding. Thank you all so much. I just wanted to come and say thank you to each and every one of you. And I am really grateful. I really am, to each and every one of you. I hope you're all well. I will be coming back to the UK in the next couple of days, and so next Sunday we will have our normal live session at the normal time. Okay, thank you very much. I've got Layla, congratulations. I hope for your daughter. Thank you. Still a few years left, but thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Yes. So as you know, it was my sister's wedding here in gorgeous California. And we've been here. I've just got the one sister, so I had to be here for her wedding, and it went really well. It was a nice, small, friendly, very cozy, small wedding, close friends, family, which is how she likes it. And it was really good. Thank you very much. You might have seen pictures of Tommy, my new brother-in-law. So we welcome Tommy into our family. Tommy is American. I think originally he's from Boston, I think. But he's been living in California and Los Angeles for, I don't know, many, many years now. And so both families have merged, and we're very excited to have him in the family. Yeah. So thank you very much. I've got welcome to California. Thank you. Yes. I usually like to hop over the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, we call it the pond, don't we, between the UK and the States. I usually like to hop over the pond just to come and visit family at least once a year, if that's okay. Someone is saying my voice is not clear. Can everybody hear me? Is my voice okay? Can people hear me? I hope it's okay. Yes. Ooh la la. Yes, it was my sister's wedding. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, lovely. Okay, so just a couple of idioms for what I would normally say in this situation. So we're going to be on the road. We're going to be on the road in the next 15 minutes, which means we're going to set off. We're going to be on the road in the next 15 minutes. Our first leg of my return will start tomorrow. Our first leg of my return will start tomorrow. That means when I am coming back to the UK, my journey is not just one straight flight, or it's just not one single trip. It's several little trips. Yeah, so the first leg is going to be tomorrow, and hopefully by, I think, Tuesday, I will be back in the UK again, hopefully. Yes. It's clear. Very good. Some people are saying it's on and off. I'm actually recording this on my phone as well, so then I'll be able to put it on YouTube as well. صدا اول خوب بود الان نه. Okay. So yes, I'm recording it, but I'll put it on YouTube. اصطلاحاتی که یاد میدین excuse me توی American هم به کار میره. Yes, the one I just talked about. Yes. Hope you're doing well. I've learned lots of things from you. God bless you. Thank you, JJMM12244. That's very kind of you. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. The voice is clear. Lovely. مشکل از اینترنت ایران هست. Yeah. I've heard. I'm so sorry that the internet in Iran is making it difficult, basically, shall we say. Yes, so first leg. The first leg, so basically it means the first part of a journey. Yeah, so the first leg of the journey. About 5 p.m. or around 5 p.m. Both are correct. Both are correct. About 5 p.m., around 5 p.m. Both are correct. Okay. Lovely, lovely, very good. We're lucky to have you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. صدا خیلی خوبه. البته من از لندن پیام میدم. Thank you. Very good. Okay. Yes, I haven't checked my direct messages in some time. As you can imagine, I've been quite busy with the wedding and everything, but I will get back to my messages and everything, definitely. I just want to ask anybody who has got the podcast series 2 that started last week, I think. The very first one started last week. Is there anybody here who's got podcast series 2? I want to see what you think of the first podcast. Is there anybody here right now who listened to the first podcast from series 2? Because I know so many of you absolutely loved series 1. I just want to see what you think about series 2. The first episode of this podcast was about making small talk. So initially, when you meet somebody in a supermarket, anywhere you go to pick your kid up from school, anywhere, absolutely anywhere, you just want to have like a short 1 or 2 minute conversation. How can we start a conversation? Yeah. شاگرد جدید میگیرید. Okay. How can I listen to the... So this is for people who have got the podcast. You just go on my website if you would. And right at the top it says podcast series 2. Where can we find? So yes, it's on my website. I just want to see if anyone's actually heard it, listened to it. Yes. How can we listen to these mentioned podcasts? So they are on my website. If you would kindly go to my website, the link to my website is under my bio on the page, on my Instagram page. I'm not on my laptop right now, unfortunately, so I can't really put a link or anything here. But if you would kindly go to my website, it says podcast series 2. The first series, I mainly talked about the kind of English and the culture that we have in workplace situations. So if you're working in an office, in a non-office situation, if you want to agree or disagree with somebody at work. I also talked about the culture that we have at the weekends. What do we do over the weekends? Talked a little bit about our love for buffet, yeah, how we love a buffet in the West and obviously everywhere else. So these were a few things I talked about in podcast series 1. Series 2 is not just going to be focusing on work, it's going to be focusing on everyday English. The very first episode was about when you bump into somebody outside. You just want to have that 30-second or 2-minute conversation, a quick chat, very, very quick chat. How can you start? In the episode, I talk about, we don't need to start with, hi, how are you? This is an example, I think, from the episode itself, that if I go into a supermarket, this is what I said in the episode. If I go into a supermarket and I can see my friend over there, right at the end, excuse me, looking at salmon, yeah? Instead of me going over, tapping her on the shoulder and say, hi, Susie, how are you? Nice to see you. That's really formal, right? We don't usually meet somebody outside like that. That's really, really formal. So what do? If I see my friend in a supermarket looking at salmon, usually what I would do is I would go and I would say, nice, healthy. That's how I start the conversation. So that's how we are in our everyday conversations. We don't have to start with, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. What are you doing here? This is very formal and we don't usually use that kind of English. So I would usually say, salmon, nice, yeah. I usually try and have salmon 2-3 times a week. And, are they on offer, or have you checked that supermarket? They're on offer there if you want to go take a look. So this is how we start a very short conversation. But we don't make it too long because she wants to leave. Yeah, I want to leave and we want to leave the supermarket. So just lots and lots of examples like this. How do we start conversations like this? Okay. You speak Persian so beautifully. Oh, without an accent, even though you were born in England. That's very kind of you, Omid. If I continue speaking in Farsi, um, you will see that I'm not as good as you think I am, but that's very kind of you. Thank you. Can you put it on sale again, please? The podcast you're talking about? With a lot of my courses, I put so much work into these podcasts. I really do. So much research, so much work. But if you go and get a course, you will be able to get a good discount on the second course that you get. So there is something there for everybody, hopefully. Which country do you live? I live in the UK. شما کجا انگلیس زندگی میکنید؟ کلاس های حضوری دارید یا نه؟ I live in Manchester in England, UK. I don't have face-to-face lessons, I'm afraid. My lessons are online. A lot of my classes, unfortunately, are full right now. My private sessions are full. However, I have a lovely, lovely teacher who is also available to teach. I know this, I've actually got two teachers. I've spoken to them. Their English is really good. So please rest assured, their English is really good. They are ready and waiting. One of them already has students and she's already started. The other lady is available as well. If you want any private lessons with these two lovely teachers, please do let me know and I will put you in touch with them. Okay, but their English is really good. Thank you. You're very kind and generous compared to other teachers. Okay, you teach everything that other teachers just teach in their classes. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm not good confidence to start conversation. How can I solve this weakness? I would suggest if you live in a country where people speak English, it doesn't have to be an English-speaking country. I suggest you get out there and you go and mix with people as much as possible. English is not like maths or geography or, other subjects, biology, these kind of things. English is one of those subjects that has to be practiced. It's one of those subjects that has to be practiced. It's a communicative skill. The same as when we want to learn how to cook. We can watch a million videos, we can read a million books. It's not the same as actually getting our hands dirty and cooking, right? The same as driving, the same as riding a bike, the same as learning computers. These are certain skills that have to be practiced. So you could be a walking, talking dictionary. You could know more vocabulary than me, and I'm sure a lot of you do, but that is not what speaking is about, yeah? Having vocabulary and grammar is great, but then we need to know how to use it. So that's one thing I would suggest. If you can, get out there. And even if you have to make mistakes, don't worry. We all have to start somewhere. Okay. Where are we? Currently, she's in the US for her sister's wedding. Yes, I am. Hi, Atafir. Thanks for joining. I recently developed a new thing in my speaking, which is quite annoying. When I talk, my tongue twists many times. I'm fluent, but this issue concerns me a lot. Tongue twisters, oh my goodness, we get it ourselves a lot. I get it a lot when I'm speaking Farsi. Certain words like khashkhash, qashok, chomak, these are very difficult words to say, even for me. So don't worry about, getting tongue-tied or having little twists. It happens to everybody. It's fine. Okay. Practice makes perfect. It does. You are beautiful outside and inside. I hope this world be full of human like you. Love you so much, Nadia. That's so kind of you, Nadia. Thank you very much. Thank you. How should I memorize words? I would focus on quality, not quantity, for memorizing vocabulary, okay? With me, I am very slow at learning new vocabulary words in Farsi. However, when I do learn a word, that's it. I never forget it because I spend so much time learning the vocabulary word in Farsi, learning the meaning, obviously learning the spelling, learning the grammatical value. Is it a noun? Is it an adjective? Is it a verb? Can it be a noun? Can it turn into an adjective? Can it turn into a negative adjective? So I learn inside out about this word, and then I learn how to use it. So I try and see it used in lots of different examples. When I start feeling confident, then I start using it myself. And I look for absolutely any excuse to start using that word. Even the word, for example, like what I just said, khashkhosh, yeah? The word khashkhosh. We don't use it in everyday English, do we? But I like to use it in any situation I possibly can, just to practice it, just to use it, just to practice it, and then just to see the reaction of a Farsi speaker, okay? Because from their reaction, I can tell, have I used it correctly or not? So this is what I mean. Please don't worry about the quantity of how many words you learn every day, every week. Focus on the quality. Make sure that you learn the word correctly and phrases, idioms correctly. In 1 week, you might want to focus on 5 words, maybe 2 idioms, but at least you've learned it really, really well. And then you can go on to the next one like that. That's what I would suggest. Can your sister speak Farsi? Yes, the same as me. Yes. Are you good at academic writing too? English academic writing, yes, it's my job. Farsi academic writing, no. No, I have to be honest, no. I have the same problem, twisting my tongue. How can I solve it? So it's all about practice, really. I mean, these things do happen. We can't stop them. They do happen. But you know, it's fine. If we've made a mistake, we just go back and correct ourselves. It's absolutely fine. Practice as much as past papers you can. It really helps. You can also watch Claire's class on YouTube. Absolutely. There are fantastic teachers. There really are. On Instagram, YouTube, on TikTok even, any other platform, definitely. Very, very good teachers. Lovely. Your mum is Iranian? No, my mum isn't Iranian. She's British. Okay, thank you very much. What's your package for academic and general writing? On my website, I have 1 course for writing. It has 5 lessons. It teaches 4 styles of writing, 4 different types of letters that we usually need in everyday life, plus how to write an article. So if you live in the UK or even in the US, Canada, anywhere, because academic writing is basically the same. If you want to write a letter to complain, if you want to write a letter to inform your boss of something, you want to write a letter to give notice, maybe to your landlord that you want to leave the house or whatever that you're renting. You want to write a letter to request information. All of these are what I teach in my course, writing course on my website. I've only got 1 writing course. I mainly focus on speaking. Okay, right. So it is now, I promised my family that I would only stay on for 15 minutes because I think they're waiting for me so we can actually leave here. It was lovely to see all of you. Thank you so much. You were all so generous, so kind with your comments over this weekend. I really wanted to show my face and show you my appreciation for your lovely, lovely comments. Thank you very much. My sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, they both send all their love. Thank you. If you got the podcast series too, I'd love to hear your feedback, please. Your feedback is very important to me. Did you like the episode? I'm sure you learned something new because I fill it with lots of new words and idioms and everything. But let me know if you liked it. And then episode 2 will be tomorrow on the website, ready for you, and the rest of it as well. Okay, thank you so much. I've recorded this and I will put this session on YouTube for everybody to be able to see. Thank you. It's a very short session tonight. I'm so sorry, but I hope to be with you again back home in my office, not in my office, sorry, in my own home next Sunday. Okay, I'll see you there. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.